everybody. This is Liz with Exos. We're going to be doing a 30-minute functional strength class today. So we're going to start with a little bit of mobility stuff, kind of get the hips and shoulders moving, and then we'll do some strength things. So let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to start with a quadruped hip car, so controlled articular rotation. So we're going to start in that quadruped position with our hands under our shoulders, knees under hips, and we're pretty much just going to be making a big circle with our knee. So we're going to do 10 of those on each side. So keep the core nice and tight, shoulders are strong, nice and slow and controlled. We're just going to make a big circle with that knee, trying not to come way out here and dump our hips. So nice and straight. Call that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. So we're going to do the other side. You can kind of shift your hips around a little bit. Find that center balance. We're going to do the same thing. So big circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next thing we're going to do, let's stretch out our shoulders a little bit. So I call them a KT arm. So see kind of how your arms move here. So we're going to be in a tall kneeling position. So hips pushed forward. What we're going to do, hands are going to sit here. You're going to make a tight fist. Get those shoulders engaged. You're going to go opposite. So it kind of looks like a K with your body. And then you're going to do the other side up. Nice and slow. Then back to the middle. And then you're going to go straight up to the sides. I don't know what my cat's doing. So again, we're going to go nice and tight and controlled and slow. Opposite hands, opposite directions. To the middle and out. So you're kind of gripping that fist. You're going to feel through your shoulders and through your arms. So we're going to do 5 of those total. So opposite. Nice and straight. Good posture. Pull out to that T position. That's 1. So we got 4 more here. And 2. So make sure you're not going way up. Okay, so you're going to go in that sort of K position, extended K. And then out to a T. There's 3. 4. You can hold weights for this if you'd like. Something nice and light, like a 2 or 3 pounds. And you might not need it. 4. We're going to keep those glutes and your abs engaged. Tall kneel. And 5. Good. Okay. So now we're going to do some lunging. So we're going to start standing up. You're going to lunge down to a deep kneel or lunge. And we're going to put that hand, opposite hands down, opposite foot, opposite hand in front. Extend that back leg. Twist up towards the ceiling with that opposite hand. And we'll just kind of reverse ourselves back out of it. There's one. We're going to do 5 on each side. So I'm just going to go back and forth between the 2 sides. I'm gonna step out with my left, down with my right. Right hand comes to the ground. Extend the right leg and twist up. And then just reverse that process. So with one, the right foot comes forward, find that balance, lower down, left hand to the ground, extend the leg, twist up, down. Back. I'm gonna go a little bit quicker here as we sort of flow through the movement. Moving that leg. Good. There's two. Right foot forward, left knee down, left hand, and the leg, and twist. And reverse back out. Right hand. And there's three. Go at your own pace here. And back. Woo. Find that balance. Nice and controlled movements. 4. And one more each side here. Right foot down, left knee down, left hand, extend, and twist. Good, and last one here, that left foot forward. Good. All right, now quads and the hips are all warmed up. So we are going to do a windmill lunge here. So if you are going to need a weight, I'm going to step forward with my left foot. My right knee comes down. And my weight in my left. So left knee up. Your weight is in your left hand. Extend straight up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reach with this right hand down and touch the ground, trying to keep my core nice and tight, and this arm straight extended above me. So I find that it helps if I look up at that weight, like control, reach towards the ground, and punch back up. We're going to do 8 on each side here. Slow, controlled. You know, put your palm all the way down, and that's great. And then think about, oof, bringing yourself back to center, find that balance. So instead of sort of righting the ship, think about pushing that arm straight back up to the ceiling. Nice and controlled here. That's 3 for me. Four, squeeze that glute that's down. 5, feel these abs in here. 6, 7, and 8. Good, shake that hand out a little bit. We'll switch sides. So my left knee is down, my right knee is up. That means my weight is in my right hand. Oftentimes, you're gonna have one side that's a little better than the others. This is my stronger side. So again, squeezing this glute that's down. Core is nice and tight. We're gonna be reaching down, tap the ground. You can get your whole palm down, that's great. And then we're gonna punch back up. So if you need to go a little bit wider, take that front foot out a little bit. Help you find your balance. And push back up. That's 2 for me. 3, 4, and again, I look up at that weight. I find it's easier. Come back to center if I do. 5, 6. We're trying not to make this hip go way out to the side. Just bending from our core. 7, and 8. Good. All right. So this next one, we're going to be face down. We're going to do like a Superman. You've heard that before. But we're going to do an I and a W. So I'm all about the letters today. So we're going to just be extending our upper body. Don't worry about your legs coming off the ground. So your arms are going to come straight out ahead of you. Up for an I and back for a W. So when you're face down, your arms do this, and then they do this. They've got the I and a W. So really squeezing those shoulder blades back there. So we're going to do 8 of those. So 1 I, 1 W equals 1 altogether. So here we go. Finishing up for I, W. There's 1. I, W. My thumbs are pointed towards the ceiling. I, W. 3. I, W. 4. I, W. 5. I, 6. 7. And 8. Good. Really feeling those back extenders here. So we are going to do that set one more time, that superset. So we're going to do the windmills and the IW Supermans. So I'm starting with my left knee forward, weight in my left arm, straight up above me. Again, you can jump that foot out a little bit to find your balance a little bit more. And reach down, reach the ground, and pull back up. So really squeeze these abs. Nice and controlled. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Check that arm out for a sec. Switch feet and arms. So right knee comes up. Weight goes into your right hand. Straight up above your shoulder. That left hand is going to come down and tap the ground. And back up, nice and controlled. 1, 2, squeeze those glutes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Next, we've got our Supermans. Align face down. We're going to extend up for an I. I'm going to extend up for a W. And here we go. I. Pinch the shoulder blades. W. Here's 1, 2, 3. Nice and controlled movements here. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. All right, get a little drink here if you need it before we move on to our next thing. The next thing that we're going to do are going to be a single leg RDL. So I'm going to hold the weight in both hands. So if I'm going to start on my left leg being down, we're pretty much just going to hinge around that leg. So think about a straight line from your heel. I've got my left foot down, so my right heel, straight line from my heel all the way to my head. We're going to hinge, slide that in your left leg, and straight back up. There's 1. And we're going to do 8 on each side here. Only go down as far as you're comfortable and able to control. If you can get down to the floor, that's amazing. I can't. If you can get to mid-shin, that's fantastic. 3. Nice and controlled movements here. 4. My balance is not great today. You'll find you have days where your balance is not as good as others. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. We're going to switch sides. Do the same thing here. My right foot's down, my left leg is the one that's going to move. So again, kind of just think about hinging around that leg that's down. Straight line from your heel all the way down, chest is up, neck is neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. All right, so opposite that, we are going to do a plank to arm raise. So a nice high plank. We're going to bring back that eye position, sort of what we did a minute ago. We're going to be in that high plank. I'm going to go a little bit wider with my feet than I might normally do with the plank. We're going to reach straight out ahead of us on both sides. That's my 1. We're going to do 8 on each side. Go your own pace, nice and controlled. Try to keep those hips steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one here, 8. Good. Feeling those. We're going to go back and do our deadlifts again. I'm starting on my left foot down. Right leg is the one that moves. Again, hinging around that leg. Go at your own pace. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grip those toes into the ground. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Other side here. Find that balance. Here we go. Ah, no balance today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. All right. Got our plank arm raises here. And if you need to drop down to your knees, that's totally fine as well. Again, that nice straight plank here. Extend out up to your ears. 1, 2, 3. If you're up on your feet, make sure your back is nice and straight. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. All right, take a breath, get a drink if you need it. We're going to do a little bit of abs here, and then we'll stretch it out. So we are going to do a dead bug. So on your back, your legs are up at about 90 degrees. Your arms are straight up ahead of you, in line with your shoulders, pulling that belly button down to the ground. Opposite hand, opposite foot, move out straight and back together. So we're going to do 10 on each side here. Go your own pace, nice and slow here. 1. Pull that belly button down. 2. 3. 4. 5. Back check, keep it down. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good. All right. Next up, we're going to do flutter kicks. So I usually put my hands underneath my glutes to kind of keep my back from arching up. So we are going to do 10 on each side or 20. So feet are out straight, just like you're kicking when you're swimming. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, guys. That's all I got for strength today. So we are going to do some stretching again, and we'll just stretch out the hips. So we're going to start with some 90-90 shin box. Lots of different names for it. So one shin is straight out in front of you. One is straight out to the side. What we're going to do. So you can see better. So we're going to lean forward. I like to push my front knee down. A little more of a stretch through that glute back there. And then we're gonna lean towards where our front knee is pointing, so off to the side. So if it's our left leg in front, we're gonna twist to the left. You feel that stretch all the way through your hip flexor, up your side as you twist around. And then we're gonna lean backwards. You can lean all the way to the back, that's great. You'll really be able to feel these hip flexors here. Take a few breaths. Good. And then we're going to flip to the other side. So what we're going to do, moving forward, we're going to flip up on our feet. And then you just drop your knees to the other side. We're going forward. Take some breaths. Twist, direction that front knee is pointing. So for me, I'm twisting to my right. Feel that hip flexor all the way through your knee, all the way up to your hip. And we're going to lean back. And you probably got one side that's a little bit more flexible than the other. That's totally normal. And you come back up. Just do another quick one. So flip your knees to the other side. Leaning into that knee. We're just going to go forward this time. Relax. Flip to the other side. All right, this is also a great one to do as a warm up. Yeah, you're going to be using your hips a lot. Next, we're going to do some neck mobility. So I'm going to sit cross-legged. What we're going to do is I'm going to take my right hand and put it on the top left of my head, just on the top, a little bit to the side. I'm going to gently pull to my right. And then I'm going to do is I'm going to push my head back up to the left and try to resist my fingers a little bit. You pull back up. Do that once more, so kind of relax down to the side. And then push gently, gently, gently against your fingers. Use those neck muscles. Help relax the neck muscles. Good. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to put my left hand slightly on the right hand side of my head. Pull my head down to my shoulder very gently. And then you're going to pull your head back up straight, gently against your fingertips. Just the slightest bit of resistance. And one more. Good. Now we're going to do the same kind of thing. We're going to dip our head forward. Sitting up nice and straight. Use both my hands gently on the back of my head. Push forward, chin to chest. And then you're going to gently resist your hands as you push back up. Use those neck muscles. You'll probably find you'll be able to stretch just a tiny bit further each time you go down. And one more here. And relax. Good. All right, guys, that is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, my name is Liz with Exos, and this has been a 30-minute functional strength training session. Hope to see you guys again soon.